Lipstick on your collar, perfume on the tube. Stan Ross. You wouldn't know. You know anything about real music.
You're a fucking idiot. I kind of like that. I kind of like that as the opening. Welcome to Soft Launch, the real episode 29. Looking fine. We are back. It is Monday, and we're very happy to be here. I'm JC Mendoza.
I am Samantha Santos.
And we are the Softies coming at you live and direct. 2 episodes in a row because we're staying on track this year. The goal is 45 episodes.
45.
And we're chipping away at it. 45, 29. We're fine. We're coming at you live. We're feeling good. And we're just going to jump right the fuck into it. We're going to just
jump right into this guy who told us that he watched 40 seconds of our podcast and we're never listening again. Fuck
yeah. Fuck you, you fucking pussy. And if
you don't know anything. You don't know anything. How do you listen to 40 seconds of us singing? Yeah. Beautiful harmony, by the way.
The best harmony we've ever done.
And you proceed to write that.
Yeah, hater. Honestly, if those 40 seconds...
That's one of our ex's burners accounts. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, just convert it to and both of those will get bleeped out, but you'll hear it on the Patreon, which is coming soon.
Yes.
Samantha will be in charge of it. So if it's taking too long, blame her. Because I do everything else around this fucking house.
I like to fucking blame me for shit when it doesn't get done. No, I'll do it.
Yeah, but this actually leads nicely into what I want to talk about. Because the onus is on you. It's actually not my fault for once. And with that, we'll jump into our first segment, One Thing About We. And one thing about me, we had something happen together that has never happened for me before in our relationship, where Samantha was fully and totally, utterly, top to bottom, 100% unequivocally wrong. Just wrong. Completely incorrect. And this is what it felt like for me. Just a crowd of people cheering for me. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate the love and the support.
I just want to say that a couple of days have passed and I don't think I'm wrong anymore.
I think you know you're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
You can't.
I'm not wrong.
No matter what impression you do, no matter how far you stick your jaw out, you made a fucking mistake, and make no mistake, you won't be making another one because I really fucking hammered it down.
I will not be making another one because one thing about JC, you make a mistake, he just won't fucking let it go.
Yeah, guys, one thing about the way the world works is there's nothing better than being the victim. Being the victim is so fucking lit. I could not explain. So what happened was, it was Thursday. Samantha, you know, she's having herself a week. It's been a long week at the job, but she doesn't.
Been a long couple weeks.
We'll get into it later. Couple weeks that rolled into a couple months that rolled into a generally not amazing last whole year on the whole. But so Samantha was having a rough week, but one thing that pulled her out of her funk is she got together with a couple of girlfriends. Shout out everybody went out with. Yes. I don't know, you want to shout them out?
Yeah. Shout out Glory, Trina, Shotty, and me. We went out to Pete's Tavern.
A couple Latinas in comedy.
Yeah.
Doing the damn thing. So they
just
went out.
All of us.
Yeah. Just
no one else.
Yeah. No one else. Except. And shout out Michelle Adana as well. And Paula and Talia. And
Talia was also part of the hangout because we met her at the stand.
Yeah. And all these bleeps will be available on our Patreon.
Yeah. Unless
Christ, let's just pour it on Jay. This is Samantha getting back at me because I've been making her feel like shit for 4 days. Samantha went out. Had a good time with the girls. Had a couple brews with the babes. Drinking.
Had a couple of bourbon.
Yeah, I don't even know who the fuck you thought you were. It actually kind of offended me because you never want to drink like that with me.
No, first of all, it didn't taste like bourbon. It was an hot apple cider maple bourbon. Bourbon maple hot apple cider.
And how many did you have?
Just a couple.
Yeah, just a couple.
Just about 4.
Just about 4.
Samantha, 3 or 4. It was 3 or 4.
Samantha tied one off because I've never seen her act like that in my entire life. So what I want to do is I want to read you the thread of text messages from me to Samantha on that fateful day.
I'm sure you passed it already.
Did I pass it already? Nope, not yet. On that fateful day because, you know, I was staying at home. I was editing the pod. I was getting the recap video together, which is of my 2023 year in stand-up, which you guys should go to my Instagram and check out.
Check it out.
Or I spent about 18 hours on it, and I just need you guys to tell me I did a good job and that I'm working really hard. So Samantha went out, and I was happy for her because, she doesn't get to go out often with her. Neither one of us get to go out super often outside of comedy. And this wasn't completely outside of comedy because we went out with comics, but, go out and just.
But we didn't do comedy. We just got drunk and talk shit.
Just got drunk and talk shit, which is, you need that. You need that. So I was happy for you to get it. So Samantha, she works until 6.
And I had a day.
Then she went out to the bar after that.
I worked until 6:30 that day.
Yeah. Oh, she worked till 6. She had one of the longest days you've ever had.
I didn't even get a break.
And you had to be where you had to be very early.
Yeah.
So Samantha was out of the house by like 8:45.
Yeah.
And then worked till 6. No lunch. 6:30. No lunch. Went straight to the bar. Straight to the bar. Those hot bourbon. Those hot apple cider with bourbon. They were going straight on an empty stomach.
They were 100%.
So they were hitting a little different. So Samantha goes out to the bar. Haven't seen her all day. We've been texting. It's been a great day. We have a great line of communication.
We talked on the phone as well.
We did. We spoke on the phone. She had to get.
He's obsessed with me.
She had to get. I'm obsessed with having a safe mental space.
Yeah.
Because if
you're having a day.
Yeah. Because if you hold on to those things, I'm gonna be the one dealing with them later.
Yeah.
So Samantha was just venting a little bit, but she had a great time with the girls. So now it's about 8:00, 8:11, and I gave Samantha her about hour and a half with the girls. I texted her that I was watching. It was in a K-hole of TikToks, and she ha-ha'd it, and I was at 8:11, and then texted her again a minute later. Miss you. Hope you're having fun with the girls. Be safe. Just a fucking what a man.
What a man.
What a man you have.
I read it. I was like, oh.
What a man you have. You read it, but make no mistake, couldn't be bothered to respond. So. Now
I was on my second fucking bourbon.
Yeah. So now it's 9:20 p.m. An hour and 10 minutes later. Still no attitude from me, but I did reach out to her and let her know that we have over 10,000 views on our latest reel. Yeah. It picked up a little bit, which is a big deal because if you've been listening to the podcast, you know how those reels do. Weighs a lot on Samantha's heart. Yeah. Because she's got a big one. Big heart and things matter. Yeah. So I was just sending her nice things to try to make her day good. And then just no response. No response at all. And then around 9:30, we were both texted by the one and only Jared Waters, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Turbo in this bit. Probably the best guy in the world. So Turbo hits us up, lets us know that he has a birthday party tomorrow, the next day, and that we're both invited. And then I responded. I was like, yeah, we're in there. And then Samantha responded to that text immediately. Before Jared even got done sending it, she was like, oh, yeah, we're going to be there. And I was like, oh, that's nice. That's fun. And that was about 9:30.
When do I get to explain my side?
When I'm fucking done. Thank you very much.
Then get to the point.
Yeah, so 9:30, Samantha responds to Jared, but not me, in a group chat. And then at 10:08, I text her a gif of John Travolta, which I will bring up for you now. Just this one right here. And I'll put it on the
pod.
I'll put it on the pod. I just didn't want to have to edit it, but I'm going to have to do that as well. Just because I'm like, I said, started to take it a little personally because you responded to Jared's text, but none of mine. And then she responded, sorry, boo, I'm at the stand. Oh, so we're moving locations and we're not telling our men. That's what we're doing.
Well, I was a block away.
We're just moving around. Yeah.
Pete's Tavern is a one block away.
Yeah. You were just at the stand with fucking men because you're a whore and you were with whores. And now I have to bleep that out. But then you're like, at 10:17? All right, gonna leave soon. Me, 10:19, be safe. Angry. Yeah. Already at 10:19.
He's fucking
you can tell I'm fucking furious because there's no sweetness in that text. Be safe. Miss you. And then
I wrote miss you.
And that was 15 minutes after I said be safe because maybe you're feeling like something was wrong at home or you're just drunk and having a good time.
Having a good time and I said miss you.
And then she said that at 10:34 and I responded right away and I was like, oh, but you didn't miss me 2 hours ago when I missed you. And then I sent this video of Homer Simpson that I will insert in the pod right here. Just because I had a little attitude. I was upset and I wanted to let her know, but I didn't want it to be a thing. Yeah. And then she was like, shut up, I'm drunk. Sent the video again.
Yeah, just sent it again.
And then she was like, stop. Well, she said A-top because she's fucking drunk and can't type good. Or because she didn't go to college. So she's like, stop, I'm leaving in 20 minutes. And that is at 10:43. I'm like, okay, have fun, boo, be safe. And then no messages until 11:27.
Go ahead.
Get these stamps out and do some math for us, Samantha. What's 20 minutes after 10:43?
I didn't go to college.
Yeah, because you can't reach the good, can't do so many math.
I was in pre-algebra freshman year of high school because I couldn't do math so good.
So Samantha, she says she's going to leave in 20 minutes, and then she doesn't text me for another, what has to be 43. Because I can't do math so well either.
Yeah.
I was a communications major, and all I can communicate is how well I can't do math.
Yeah. Or how mad you are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did good at that. And then she was like, oh, I'm getting driven home. And I was like, be safe. And then she was like, I want you to be excited to see me. And then I sent the same video again because I'm hilarious. And then she was upset. And then I just sent her a screenshot. I sent her a screenshot of her saying she's going to leave in 20 minutes. And then I sent her a world clock illustrating the difference between 10:44 and 11:43. It's an hour later. And then she got home, and then we finally talked about it.
Because when they put me on, I didn't know you were really upset. I thought you were just joking the whole time. And then it came in. My favorite thing. First of all,
let them know.
Just know my favorite thing was.
Let them know.
I came home, and I like the apartment dim, and I like candles lit. So I come home, and all the candles are lit. The lights are out, right? We just have like a scarf over the light, so like it's dim. Mm-hmm. And he's listening to music, and it's like exactly my ambiance. And I'm like, wow, this is really nice. After we talked it out,
because
later that night, I'm like,
she was like, "Are you upset?" And I was like, "Yes, I am upset."
Yeah. But then later that night, I asked him, we were in bed, and I was like, it was so nice
to come in.
To come in. Like, I love that you were spending time with yourself like that. And he's like, I just did it when you were on your way, so you'd be jealous.
100%.
And then I was like, you lit the candle. You were like, yeah. Because when I did walk in, I was like, wow, it doesn't smell like
every candle in the house was lit, and it smelled like nothing because I lit them 12 seconds before Samantha walked in, and she didn't clock that I was breathing super heavy on the couch because I was running around trying to make the apartment nice. Because I wanted her to think when she got in that this is what you were missing. You were missing this calm ambiance that I had set up. Your favorite just was doing this here without you.
I literally the whole night I was like, wow, that was so nice that he was like laying and relaxing and like listening to music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to come to find out, all the lights were on, and he was just fucking pacing the apartment.
All the lights were on. I was pacing the apartment, and make no mistake, before Samantha came in, I had to rush to light the candles, and I also had to put the song that I was on in the middle because she would have just heard the beginning. And that is just what I did. I wanted her to feel bad about being out so late and not talking to me.
Okay, well, so here's
and I have another confession. I have a confession.
What is it?
I was counting 20 minutes from when you said you'd leave in 20 minutes. And then I gave you another 10 after that. And then I was like, if she doesn't text me in 5 minutes, I'm starting Dave Chappelle's special. And I watched the first 30 minutes. Because I was like, all right, well, you've watched Real Housewives without me when you were upset. I'm going to watch the first 30 minutes.
When have I done that?
You have. You've watched.
No, this is deception.
No, you've watched Real Housewives episodes.
This is disgusting.
When you were upset with me.
No,
because you're
not who I thought you were. How dare you?
I'm not sorry. I would have done it again.
You watched Dave Chappelle on my
minutes.
mother's Netflix account.
No, I didn't because we can't log on to it on the TV because we're not a part of the household. I had to log into my mother's, whom I came out of. So don't you ever disrespect Sudalem Sepulveda on this podcast. I felt bad about it.
That's gonna be your dad's least favorite part of the podcast.
Yeah, well, Dad, if you got to this part, send me the emoji of a couple papers, and they'll be your divorce papers. Come on, man. We're having fun, man. He's my dad. We're having a good time. Shout out to my dad. And shout out to Rodrigo.
I'm just going to tag that joke up, but I'm not because I'm not going to be disrespectful.
Go for it.
No.
All right. Well, shout out to Rodrigo, my dad's friend, his coworker. We said he was from Boston. We were wrong. From Atlanta.
Close enough. Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. It's just a different flavor of racism. It's just what it is.
What it is.
But shout out to Rodrigo. And yeah, man, I was really upset. While I was upset, I want you to know that I was actively aware of how petty my upsetness was because I was like, oh, she wouldn't like this if I did this to her. So I'm going to be upset then. Because I was annoyed, but I wasn't angry at you, but I was definitely annoyed.
Yeah. I was just out with my girls.
Yeah,
haven't seen them in a really long time. Yeah. So my phone was down. And then when I looked at my phone, that is when Jared texted. I didn't realize Jared just texted. I didn't pick it up because Jared just texted.
Yeah. Oh, so it just so happened to be.
It literally did. And then I answered him, and then I read your text messages, and I went to respond, but then we got into a conversation, and I totally forgot to respond to you.
Well, that's convenient. for your argument.
First of all, it's not an argument. I'm just explaining. I think I already said I was sorry.
It's not an argument because it can't be an argument because you're fucking wrong. And this is what the last 5 days have been, and it's been blissful.
It's been a nightmare for me because because you're acting like I act like I came on.
No, you don't do this. No.
When you expressed that you were upset, because I didn't believe it. When I came home, he's just walking around. I'm like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "No, I'm just a little annoyed." And I was like, "Wait, you're being serious?" Yeah. And then I hugged you, 100%. And then I apologized, and I was like, I don't like it when you don't respond.
You did exactly what I wanted. Like you did exactly what any healthy partner would do.
But I didn't mean any of it.
and I feel like I was receptive. I was like, I understand that I know that your intentions weren't bad. And I'm obviously not mad at you. I'm just a little upset.
Yeah.
And what you're lucky because what I could have said is I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah. Then I would have just laughed. No, I would have just laughed in your fucking face.
No, you wouldn't have. You would have been
balls.
You would have been sad. You would have been sad. You would have been very sad. You've been the most sad. The saddest.
But then I said I was leaving in 20 minutes and I was going to. Mm-hmm. Then we got into a conversation and then Talia was with us and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna order some food, but wait with me and then I'll drive you."
Yeah.
And then everyone was leaving, so I was like, "Oh, if I leave, then I'm leaving her by herself to
I get
eat."
that, yeah, for sure.
So I was like, "I don't know, a free ride home." It sounds good.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
And then Trina ended up having to stay because her friend was coming from the airport. So I was like, "I'm not gonna leave now." And then if I was like, it just didn't make any sense.
Yeah, all understandable.
And I got a free ride home.
But could have just reached out. Could have just said, "Oh, it's taking a little bit longer. Gonna get a ride with Tyler." You could have just said that when you knew it was happening.
Totally.
Yeah.
But had I not had 4 fucking bourbons, I would have been thinking about doing it, but I couldn't.
Well, maybe don't have so many bourbons if you can't fucking be responsible.
It's just that it was really annoying that you had to be the star of the show that night because we just swept under the rug how put together I was off of 4 bourbons. I didn't get sick.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't get sick.
That is way more impressive than I even realized at the moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and we had to make it about you.
Yeah.
For 48 hours after that.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm such a bitch.
You are?
That's just what it is. But it was. I'm happy you had a good night, and I'm honestly thrilled that I got to be right for once. Because if one thing about a mistake, I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna make it repeatedly.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be wrong. So I genuinely believe this is the first time ever in our relationship where you just you didn't fucking nail it. I honestly think it's the first time.
That's crazy. I'm sure I can remember.
Yeah, she's like, what about the dicks that I've sucked? What about fucking Chucky from down the block?
What about the guy I send TikToks to every night?
Not funny. Actually upset again? No, but I will say, guys, you got to lean into being the victim more. Like when you're the victim, you got to be that.
I don't think guys need the reminder.
You know what? But I will give guys this reminder because I feel like guys we like aren't great in relationships all the time. Like we're not emotionally intelligent. But the moments where you are and you get it completely right and they fuck it up, it's unbeatable. So like that's honestly, this is a crazy thing, but that's big motivation to never cheat on you or treat you poorly. Because
I'm glad.
While I'm sure having sex with somebody feels good,
does it?
Being a good man and having your partner do something wrong to you feels way better. Because you can hold that over. You can't hold you cheating over their head. That's crazy.
Yeah, that would be nuts.
That'd be ridiculous.
It would be even more nuts for you to say that you would enjoy having sex with anybody else.
I wouldn't. Not more than you coming home a little bit late, 20 minutes after curfew. That's way better.
Not curfew.
No, it is curfew because I can't trust you. It's enacted immediately. It's actually past your bedtime. You need to get in bed.
Yeah, if you were my parents, you make me punished for a week of every minute I was late. They used to do that to me.
Yeah? What's the longest you've ever been punished?
Have I not? I was punished every year of my high school career.
Every part of it?
It was from, we got progress reports in October. And from October to about May, I was stuck in the house. And what about me?
Wow.
That's... Oh no, I have to be in my house? I'm a fucking introvert. I was like, okay. I was going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just made an excuse to not have to go out with my friends.
That's
and
crazy.
I just would just watch TV.
That's crazy. Well, then I'm gonna get in contact with your mother, and we're going to come up with a new punishment for you.
Yeah.
Because our baby girl is a couple years older than she was in high school, and we need a new plan because she got to get disciplined.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is what it is. But that was our last week, and I've just been... Every chance I get, just been twisting that knife, and I'm definitely overrun its welcome. But for 2 days, it was fucking lit.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm just a good time.
Yeah, you are a good time. You're a fun ass time.
I think I wrote that in the text message. I'm sorry, I'm fun.
Yeah.
That's what I wrote him in a text message, which he didn't read.
Yeah.
On this podcast, but I did say that. He was like, you haven't texted me. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm fun. I'm having a good time.
Yeah, it's about my narrative though, and my narrative is that I'm the best, and people just keep doing me wrong.
Stupid.
No, but it was. We had a fun last week. We had a fun weekend. What else did we do this weekend? What's your one thing?
Oh, my one thing.
Go for it.
Is that I'm on one?
Yeah, let it out. Let it out. I don't know what sound I'm gonna play, but nope.
No, not that one.
Nope.
Yeah.
Scary Sammy's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Tell us what's on your mind.
Got a lot to say.
Go for it, man. Let it out. What's going on?
I'm not gonna go too much. I don't want to be too negative.
Yeah. Well, let me see. I'll put a 5 minute negative counter.
No, 5 minutes is crazy.
Too long.
5 minutes.
I'll give you a minute.
No.
2 minutes.
I just want to say, and you're gonna have to bleep this out.
Yeah. Let it out. Oh, you're gonna wild out.
Yeah.
You're gonna get.
I'm getting nervous to do it. Fuck you. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
You're never gonna amount to anything. I'm gonna be bigger than you. I'm gonna be better than you.
Yeah.
No, really. What a day at work today.
Let them know what happened.
Just I don't want to bore anybody, but I will.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a Sunday and I got a text message from my job. Mm-hmm. Strike one.
One.
Yeah, and they were like, "Hey, Sam." One of my coworkers goes, "Sam, are you available to cover one of my showings? Because I have a doctor's appointment." Mm-hmm. Surprise, surprise. It was the same time that I have a doctor's appointment.
And how was the doctor?
The doctor I should be hearing back in a couple of days.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but the doctors, they're just giving out some jobs, hopefully.
Yeah. I went to the doctors at NYU.
What did that? NYU Langone?
Yeah, which is what I told them too. It's just for the joke. I did it for the story.
Did you actually tell them NYU?
Yeah, I was like, I go to Midtown to NYU.
Yo, that's so funny. I didn't even know you did that. That's funny because it's just for you.
It was just
That's
for
so
me.
funny. Yeah, so Samantha, I'll bleep this out if I have to.
Yeah,
whatever.
no, but
go for it.
Yeah. Bleep it out. I'm going to say I just meant bleep it out.
Oh, no, she's in at NYU. So she told her
you
job.
don't know if I'm interviewing at the school or at the university.
Yeah.
Leave it vague.
Yeah, and it's very funny because Samantha told them she had a doctor's appointment at NYU. That's just so devious.
Yeah, no, and I didn't even share that with you because it's just for me.
That's so funny. That's like cheating on your significant other and like having their number saved as dominoes.
Yeah. No, because for me, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be really cool when I update my LinkedIn.
That's so funny, by the way. But yeah, so you go to you.
So
you have
hey,
and you already rescheduled this interview.
So I had this doctor's appointment at NYU. I feel actually nervous to put this out.
I'll bleep it all. Don't worry about it. Just tell the story and I'll worry
about it.
Okay.
I had this doctor's appointment, and
it was last
Thursday, and then I had to cover, and I had the longest day, the same day that I went out and didn't text him. It was the longest day. I had to literally be in one apartment for the whole day, and I couldn't even pee. Like I had to go when they ran out to get a coffee. I ran to go pee. I didn't get to take a lunch or anything like that, and I had to reschedule this doctor's appointment for this week. So now they asked me to cover, and she goes, "Oh, I have an appointment." I'm like, "Oh, I have an appointment." And then I was like, "I'm sorry," and I was super nice about it. I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry,"
answering on a Sunday.
Answering on a Sunday, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I would, but I can't. I have an appointment that I can't reschedule." Mind you, I've worked there now for
10 months,
8-10 months, something like that. And I've never said no to a single thing they've asked me to do. Even on Fridays when I work remotely, if they've asked me to do a showing, I've done it.
Responding to texts and emails on vacation.
On vacation, we landed in Aruba, my phone was going off. So I say that's the first time. And, I'm apologetic. I'm super sweet about it. And then I think it's over.
Yeah.
Because it was yesterday and it was 24 hours before the showing. So I'm like, they figured it out.
Yeah.
Because you should.
Yeah. And
then I get to work today, or I'm on my way to work today, and then my coworker texts me and I canceled my appointment. I'll do the showing. Okay, bitch, it's your listing.
Was that supposed to make me feel bad?
Also, by the way, my job is not to show apartments. I fill in if I need to, but that's not a function of my job. Your job
is to run the office.
And they have 100%. That is something they said in my interview. If we're ever short staffed, we'll ask you to if you can, if you could do a showing. And I've been accommodating every single time they've ever needed a showing. There's not been one that I haven't done.
Yeah.
So she said she's going to do that. And I'm like, okay, that's your job. Yeah. I don't, whatever.
Oh, okay.
I don't even say anything to it.
What, you want, a cookie?
Yeah. She says it in the chat. I don't even do it. I'm just like, okay, cool. Not you not you doing your job.
Oh my God. What a fucking revolutionary thought.
Yeah. So I don't say anything. And then literally like 3 hours later, I get another text to the same text chain. And it's like, going forward, you should have this in the team calendar. Mind you, I had it in my calendar and my boss's calendar. But she don't read anything. Mm-hmm. You should put this in the team calendar because this was my coworker's pregnant, and this was an important appointment for her. Bitch, not you telling me to put my appointment in the calendar. Oh. Bitch, what about your appointment in the calendar? Yours? They would have never scheduled this for you had you put that in the fucking calendar. Mm-hmm. Also, you said yes to this showing because I can see your email chain and forgot you had a doctor's appointment. And now you're mad at me that I can't change my schedule last minute. Yeah. I don't care. And also, I'm not a fucking idiot. There's no appointment when you're pregnant that is you could only do it a certain weeks and you can never do it again. Yeah. So kiss my ass. And if it was that serious, your fucking OBGYN would fit you in if you could only do this one thing when you're pregnant for this one specific day. You think I was born yesterday? Yeah. Are you kidding me? I'm like, she's like 30. I'm like, bitch, I got you by like 6 years. Everyone in my life has a baby. I'm the only one who does it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what is it? I'm like, oh, you think I'm fucking stupid on top of that?
Make no mistake. You're going to be pregnant for 9 months. I only got a chance at this interview for a couple days.
Yeah.
I outrank you.
Yeah. And also, crucially, I don't care. I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't care because when I did the thing on Thursday, when I did the shit on Thursday and I had to stay in an apartment all day.
Y'all didn't care about me?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't get my lunch?
It was 9 to 5. I was there. I worked till 6. And then at 5, I'm like, okay, like it's over. And my boss is like, oh, I need you to come in because you got to help me with something. I'm like, hey, I haven't eaten all day. And she's like, you can leave by 5. You should get here by 5:30. Just completely ignored that I didn't eat. Yeah. And I'm a fucking idiot.
And where was your coworker at that time?
Oh, on vacation. Oh. The one that's pregnant on vacation. And who was doing all her walkthroughs last week for her when she wasn't here? Because I understand being away between Christmas and New Year's, but baby, last week? Yeah, why'd you go away for 2 weeks then? Yeah. If this is so important to you, go kiss my fucking ass.
Yeah, you and your fucking mediocre unborn baby.
No, that's mean.
No, the baby's going to be healthy. It's just going to be unremarkable.
The baby will be great.
No. I'm great at what? Great at fucking being very regular. Great at not being anything special.
Yeah. So
baby's gonna be healthy, all its teeth, all its hands, perfect health.
Perfect health.
Unremarkable life.
Well, we'll do nothing. Like that. Zero impact. We don't want to talk about the baby. But we can say that about her.
Yeah.
This will be having this baby will be the only good thing you do in your life.
Yeah, and I just want you to know, if you ever see this, there's 0% chance that the apple will fall far from the tree.
Baby, stop. You don't have to leave all that out.
No.
Anyway.
That's in.
So anyway, yeah.
Leave it in.
Then I went to my fucking
like her husband did.
Went to my fucking appointment. Yeah. And came back and they were both in the office. And my coworker didn't even acknowledge that I walked in, which was good for her because I was gonna fucking blow up. I was on the phone with him before, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking quit. Like I was just gonna lose it.
And I was like, do it.
Yeah, and then we got to put up my mom's text chain. I'm gonna send it to you. My mom, one thing about her, she's ready to die.
Yeah, she's fucking a
She was like, you go fucking tell them go fuck themselves. Be disrespectful.
Yeah.
That's what my mom told me. She told me, be disrespectful.
Yeah, her mom's response was so, because I felt like I was putting a battery in your back. And her mom's response was so gutted that I felt like a bitch.
Yeah, my mom doesn't care. Yeah, my mom's just like, it's fine. And she's like, you have a man? Can't he support you for a little bit while you quit? I was like, he just said that.
I did.
Then my mom heard you said this. She's like, yeah, but you're an independent woman. She doesn't know what she wants to say.
She's like, don't you got somebody that supports you? And you said yes. Yeah, and she's like, yeah, but you don't need him.
She's like, but you're independent.
Oh, God, what a great mother. That's very funny. That's a good mother. Really funny. Something that will never be. It's just what it is. I'll bleep that out, but fuck her.
But anyway, that was my day, and then I had a crazy day on Thursday, and then JC just made it worse by being mad at me when I got home.
No, well, that's different. That was a whole different thing that happened before.
I said Thursday was a hard day.
Yeah, but it's whatever.
But anyway, my doctor's appointment went well.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Knock on wood. We're gonna have a fucking celebration episode next week, and these high noons are gonna turn into a couple marks.
Yeah.
That's also, next week is episode 30.
It's our 30th episode, so we got a lot of feedback on our Coquito episode.
Yeah.
So we won't be drinking Coquito because that is a holiday season drink, but we will be drinking something.
Yeah, we're gonna be drinking something
drunk and crazy.
Yeah, something heavy.
Something like a high noon.
Yeah. Are you feeling lit, cuz? Yeah, fuck it, man. I'm just pressing buttons, man.
Yeah,
we're having a good time. I feel like when you went back into the office today, both your boss and your coworker had the same energy that I had for you at this house, except without the candles lit.
What do you mean? I feel like they were scared to say something to me. They didn't say
really?
Anything to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I came in there big dick.
Oh shit.
Walked through the door, opened the thing. I said, "Hey guys," and My boss said hi to me, but the other one didn't even turn around to look at me. And then I was just in her space.
Talk to me about the day you quit.
I want to quit and just be done. I don't even want to give 2 weeks. I want to give 2 months.
You are such a pushover. I want you to treat this job like you would treat me when you're out with the girls. Don't even fucking regard them. They don't deserve it. You're an independent woman. I need you to quit and leave them high and dry. I need you to I need them to feel your loss.
Yeah, no, I think I am. I mean, you're going to feel it anyway.
Burn the bridge, dude. Fuck them.
I know. I think I am going to burn the bridge. Because I don't really care, because it wasn't like I knew anybody who got me the job. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Just your own merit. Just fucking leave it off your resume if it's that serious.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're just going to tell them we're at this new doctor's appointment for much longer than we've been. Taking plays out of the old playbook. That's what it is. But now we're here. We're feeling good. We're happy to be recording. And you got anything else, baby?
No, that's it. That's all I got. But we did put some questions in a question. We got some questions.
Yes, we did got some questions for what feels like the first, that's what they've been saying, in a while.
Yeah.
We have a full inbox full of questions. I got some questions. You got some questions. Soft Launch got some questions. And then we got a couple submissions from our Google Doc, which is always live. Yeah. I'll put a link in the description. And also in the description, I will put our link to our live show. On January 20th, Saturday, 5 p.m. at the Stand. Samantha and I, the Soft Launch live show, will be there. It's our first show of the new year. So come through. Our last one was a blast.
It was so much fun.
And this one will be even better, which is hard to say because the last one was so fucking fun.
Yeah.
All right?
And I also don't know if you ever came to like one of our earlier shows. It's completely like we have like a whole QR code system and stuff. I don't know if everybody has seen that, but it is way more
interactive.
Yeah, and it's more seamless. It makes more sense. It's a lot of fun.
We give you guys a space to submit anonymous questions or confessions about people in the room. Yeah. Things that you notice. You can prompt us to talk about stuff the way that we're about to now because we got those prompts from our Instagram stories. And you guys really have a say on where the show goes, and then you get to see some great comics in the meantime. All right, so please come out January 20th, 5 p.m. Saturday at the Stand. Samantha and I, the Soft Launch Comedy Show. Make sure you pull up. But before that, we're going to get into our next segment. That's what they saying. And we got a bunch of submissions from a bunch of great people from our Instagram. Yes. And you want to read one from the Soft Launch page first or from your page? What do you got?
Okay, we can read from, I don't know which one's this one. Yeah. We got more on the Soft Launch page. Okay. So, how do you want to start from? Okay, we'll start from.
Go for it.
Should we say who said it? Yeah, shout out Maria Maverick.
Yeah. Shout out to she's been the leader of the launch pad a few times. Shout out to Maria.
Okay, how did y'all gave y'all V cards away?
Oh, how did we lose our virginities? Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
Can we do it quick? I don't want to have to spend so much time on it. Mine was picture this. It was
that makes me angrier than hearing about any guy that
picture this.
This is the most positive I've heard you talk about a sex.
No, I'm just trying to. I'm just.
I know. I'm kidding. Baby,
stupid. It was the blackout of 2003.
Oh, you have the way better story.
I have a better story.
Damn, I should have went first.
JC, just 10 years old.
Yeah. 03?
No, you were 11.
I was 11.
You had just turned 11.
I was knocking on the door of porn at that point in my life.
You had just turned 11, and I was just getting fucked.
Yeah.
And I was at the blackout, and that's
the rolling blackout of 2003, man.
It wasn't the first day; it was the second day.
That's such a cool thing. Yeah. And how far into that blackout were you like, it's time to get my fucking pussy blown out?
When I woke up in the morning.
Yeah,
that morning.
So you woke up and you knew.
I woke up and I was like, today's the day.
Really?
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Your idea? You how did you formulate it? Did he know it was coming?
I don't really remember how I formulated it. Honestly, I don't remember. But it was you're teenagers and you're horned up. Yeah. And it was like, we had been together at that point for like 8 months or something like that, and it was like, we had tried and I was scared, the whole thing. And then I think I was just like, okay, today I'm not gonna be scared.
Yeah. Good for you. That's really empowering.
I remember what I had on.
Yeah. What'd you have on?
I had on a beige skirt.
Yes.
Like a denim beige skirt.
Denim beige is crazy.
That had like white lines on it.
Yeah.
Then I had a white halter top on.
Did you even take the skirt off, or did you just flip it up and fucking?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Well, I mean, you were there. I don't know.
I don't remember. We're talking like 20 years.
Yeah. Well, I
don't remember. Yeah, I was a child. I was so young.
Yeah. At the end of the day,
Not so young.
It's
That's
good
crazy.
that they understand. They don't. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that you remember.
I was 16. Almost.
Yeah. You know how
sometimes 3 months.
You know how that's crazy. You know how girls, when you ask them their body count, sometimes you got to multiply it by 3. You just got to take Samantha's age number and take a couple years off it. Because the number's more embarrassing than she wants to admit.
I was 15, which I feel like a lot of people were 15. I wasn't like fucking 12.
Well, no, that's fine. That's good. You're going to hell. But, so damn, that's such a losing it that's such a momentous day.
Yeah.
And you were just out there.
I remember we had to try to kick his grandma out.
Yeah?
Yeah. She was like a young grandma. She was like my mom's age.
Oh, shit.
Because his mom had him young.
She knew you guys were fucking.
No, I don't think she did. She literally... No, she wasn't like as smart as my mother was.
How'd you get her out in a fucking blackout in the middle of the summer?
She literally was like, "What if I grilled you guys some steak downstairs in the backyard?" We were like, "We would love that, actually."
Where the fuck did you find a backyard?
Some tenements have like they all meet in the back. So she was like, "Wouldn't it be?" And they call it a backyard, and it's fucking concrete. She's like, "Wouldn't you guys like that?" And we were like, "We would." Love that.
Yeah, actually. Yeah. Go grill us some steak, and your grandson here is gonna work my roast beef.
Well,
and I'm gonna fucking work that sausage.
Yeah, I was going to say that sausage.
Yeah, get a nice and spicy sausage. Sprinkle a little lime on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a whore. But that's good, baby. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
No, that's a good story. That's such a good story. Mine is way less fun. Mine, I was 17. I was a senior in high school.
Loser.
Yeah.
Nerd. Nerd alert.
No, where's the... No.
I was 17 and I was in love.
Yeah, damn. Well, when you say it like that. But no, man, I was 17 and I was fully convinced a couple short months before that I was holding my virginity until marriage, just because I didn't...
Just a loser.
You want me to be painfully honest? I was scared that my piece was going to be too small, and I wasn't going to be able to satisfy everybody. It's just what it is. I found porn too young, and everybody's piece in porn is humongous.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, mine's not like that. And then, so I was scared about that. And then I went on senior trip in December of 2009. I touched my first vagina there, and I was like, oh, shit is lit. Like, it's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit is pretty cool. And then, a couple short weeks after that, the way my schedule was...
we're telling stories before.
What? This is a part of how I touched my first vagina on senior trip. It's just a
Did you want to hear about when I got my vagina touched for the first time?
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, after a short, brief disagreement. Samantha has agreed to just let me tell my stories uninterrupted, and that's what I'm going to do. So in January of 2010, the way my senior schedule was is I was off after fifth period, and then I just went home, and I knew I had the free crib because my mother was a working woman. And then I just went home and it was the Friday, January 15th. It was the day of senior talent show. So I lost my virginity and I went to the senior talent show.
What year is that? We're coming up on it.
2010. That was 2010. Oh, shit, yeah.
We should fuck on that day.
We should reclaim that day.
Fuck off.
We should reclaim that day.
Call her.
No, yeah, she's a fucking sick woman. And, the worst part is that she was...
Oh, my baby. You have to cut that out. You have to cut that out.
Yeah, I can't say it like that. But, for the record, the person, my virginity was stolen. I didn't give it away willingly. It was stolen, and I will track it back down.
Yeah. One thing about me, I want you to stop telling that joke. It's the biggest dad joke you got in the tank.
Damn. And you know what? If I wasn't a fan of honesty and transparency, I would cut that out of the podcast as well. Didn't like your response, but I lost mine senior year of high school, right at the beginning of the year. January 15, 2010. So not as cool as Samantha's blackout story, but I did my thing.
I'm so fucking New York.
Yeah, that is the most. Yeah, you are a real New York bitch. All right, I feel like our soft launch page has better ones. You want to try soft launch again?
Okay. You sure?
Yeah. All right, let's do little one. Let's rapid fire him. One guy, I'm not sure who they are.
Yeah, you don't have to say their name.
But we got just somebody said open relationships. No.
Yeah. Close that question because it's a close relationship over here.
Yeah. If I ever approach Samantha for an open relationship, the only thing open would be the stab wound in my sternum.
Yeah.
Because that's just the thought, just bringing the question up. I'm also not the kind, I don't want an open relationship either, but yeah. What?
I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. But I think Samantha would be furious. If you approach me with it, I would not be happy.
If you brought it up.
Yeah.
I would be livid.
Yeah.
And then if I brought it up, if you don't act like you don't want it up until we're doing it, or then.
I got to give pushback. Yeah, baby, we can still, I need like this. We need
Kid, she needs to leave. I can't come if she's here.
Stupid. That's funny. Yeah, if we had an open relationship It would just be a lot of fucking Samantha getting fucked and a lot of me being upset about it.
No, I don't want to get fucked.
If we had an open relationship, what the fuck else would we be doing?
Oh, you mean like me having another man?
Open relationship?
Oh my God, I don't know. I just thought about it. It was like bringing people in to fuck. What is that?
I don't know. That's how fucking monogamous we are. No. I don't even know.
Is that what an open relationship is?
Open relationship is we both date other people still. And we're together, but we like go out. Like Dro on Insecure.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely not. I can get in. I can wrap my head around like the fucking other people. Bringing people in, not fucking other people. Bringing people in. But I'm gonna be home watching TV and you're on a date with some stupid bitch.
In theory, yeah.
Absolutely not. That is how I would end up on Netflix, and not for comedy, but for a fucking documentary. Yeah, fucking kill you.
So thank you, Queso Colombiano.
Yeah, you just pissed me off.
And I didn't even fucking do nothing. If anything, she still should be apologizing for coming home late the other night. Now you tired, Daddy. You get us from somebody from your page.
All right.
But yeah. So we're gonna put up these questions every week. We're gonna put up these so you guys can submit, and then also remember, link in our bio, always open.
Just these are also just random things from Mandy, who made us our beautiful rocket. She said that we should start watching shows on Zeus. Would love to hear our comedic opinions.
Oh,
and okay, challenge accepted. Watch TV. Oh no. Yeah. Then we got Rodrigo. Stephen Hawking on Epstein's Island.
Oh man, yeah.
And I'm just gonna say what I gotta say.
Let him out. Let it out. Before you get into it, I feel like we know that every podcast has touched this already, but you're just gonna have to hear our opinion because it is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I'd like to be a fly on the wall because how did that even happen?
I mean,
I'm just super proud that with all the money that Epstein had, he put it into being his plane being ADA compliant.
Yeah, it's handicap accessible.
Yeah, needed it for Stephen Hawking.
We are raping, but it's inclusive.
Everybody's raping.
Epstein just turned into a fucking pedophilia Martin Luther King. I have a dream that one day every man, whether the ability to walk or roll, can roll his way through underage puss. I have a dream today.
That I was on the couch.
Yo, wilding out. No, you said something funny the other day. I need you to remember it, or do you want me to say it?
I don't remember it.
Samantha the other day, I don't know if it was a tweet that you read or if you said it. She was like, hey, I wouldn't say this about anybody else on that island, but if you were a girl and you got...
Just crazy. But if you got assaulted...
If you got molested, if you got molested by Stephen Hawking, that's on you, man. Yeah. That's on you. He's got... a finger, you got fucking 4 limbs. Get the fuck out of there.
I don't even think he can get it up.
Yeah.
So it's like that was a joint effort. Babe.
Yeah, you were compliant.
Yeah.
Not the 88. Yeah, that's not the only thing that was compliant. So are you. I don't care how old you were. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. We're kidding. We are kidding.
We're joking.
Kind of. I just need to know how that worked.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I just have to understand how that worked.
Yeah.
I also heard that he liked to watch little people strip.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was cool. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
That he's like, I'm handicapped. That's his form of handicap.
I'm handicapped. They handicapped.
We in this together.
Hey.
He's like, I'm just trying to make sure that they're living a good life. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to give them opportunities that they don't normally have.
Yeah, and I know what that's like because they say handicap, but I say I'm handy, no cap.
Jesus Christ. LOL.
Yeah, Stephen Hawking was out there with the little people. Them shout out to Stephen Hawking. Well, wow, no,
I don't think so.
No shout out to Stephen Hawking.
Not shout out to Stephen Hawking.
or anybody on those flight logs.
Island, yeah.
But shout out to Renee. Didn't Renee give us a good little deal?
Yeah.
Bring up the fact that there was no Latinos on that flight log.
No Latinos on that list.
And I will have you guys know.
I don't know if that's true or not.
0 minutes of research done on that, but we taking it. I'm not going to look
it up. You know what I mean? But I believe it.
Yep, we taking it. So shout out to all my Latinos out there. We don't do much right, but we weren't in Epstein's Island.
Yeah, we're horny people. We'll have second families, but they'll be of age.
Yeah, and this is Samantha's joke. So before I say it, let the world must know that she came up with it. No Latinos on Epstein Island. Only the ones cleaning.
Yeah, I did say that. Oh my God,
Those are the only Latinos on Epstein's Island were the people fucking cleaning the bedrooms after it was done.
Poor women.
Yeah. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
And anything. You go. I go. You go. Who go?
Oh, go. You go.
All right, I'll go. Somebody says they want our take on Katt Williams and the road to being a successful stand-up comedian.
Our take on Katt Williams?
Yeah, like I mean, you know, have you?
I didn't watch the whole thing. I just seen clips, and I think it's really funny. I think if you're gonna be a little bit of a hater, because he's kind of just hating on everybody. Yeah. You gotta be funny about it, and he's really funny about it. I don't think he's necessarily a hater. I think the people that he's talking about, you know, for the most part, I didn't watch the whole thing, so I don't know everyone he talks about. Yeah. But I did want to say that when he was saying about Kanye, he was spitting. Yeah, he did say that part, and he said it loud. He said it loud because it's like everybody wants to talk about mental health until a guy with mental health problems starts talking crazy, and then like, no excuse. What? That's the only excuse. Yeah. It's exhausting, and I don't like Kanye. Yeah, you've been preaching that. And then he was like, "What do you think?" I love that part when he was like, "What do you think would happen to a man like that? You're calling him a genius for writing lyrics. You know, people start. Did Katt say that as well? Yes, that's why I sent it to you. I was like, yo, this is what I've been saying. You gets into his mind. Everyone's calling him Yeezus. That shit is weird. It's weird. Sure. Yeah. For me, Katt Williams, I watched. Because, you know, I had a lot of time. I watched it that Thursday that Samantha was out late. I watched all 2 hours and 46 minutes. It was a fucking... He didn't get a text the entire time. Yeah, and I just kept picking up my phone. I'm like, oh, she just doesn't care at all. But Katt Williams is a GOAT. Katt Williams, top 10 for sure. Katt Williams is hysterical. And like you said, I like the way you put it. If you're going to be a hater, be funny about it. Yeah. We got to stop acting... I think this is starting to get normalized with Twitter. Everybody's which is, you know, everybody's a hater, bro. We all hate... I don't care who you are. There's somebody you don't fucking like, and that's okay. It's fine. And, you know, if you're gonna do it, be like Katt Williams is the most elite hater of all time. He's so funny. And honestly, when Katt Williams gets going about the business, I fucking love it. I love the way he talks about stand up. I love how competitive he is when he talks about stand up, because you know that's how I feel. You know, not as I don't express it as combatively like to the world, because you know I'm not Katt Williams. But I do, it's a contest. It's a competition. I want to be better than who I'm on 100%. The show with. I don't care who's on the show with me. I want to be better than them. And there's nights where I'll go up and I'll lose. And you hear Katt Williams talking. It's like, yo, I've been on the road with comics that are funnier than me. And it just makes me go harder. And I fucking love that. Yeah, there's nothing worse than being on a show and you know you're not even close to being with the best of the show. That shit gets me hyped to go. Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, next time, it's going to be different. And it's not even next time. It's like, all right, I see who's on the lineup. I'm coming with my best. Yeah. If you're not, that's on you. And there's like 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 people in this room that are going to think I'm better than you, so come correctly. You know what I'm saying? So I love the way he talks about it. If you're watching the Katt Williams interview and you're not in comedy, know that when he's talking about the business, he is being truthful. I don't think anything he says is cap, but when he's talking about himself and his life, I've never seen a more fantastic liar. Katt Williams is a short person, but he tells tall tales. 3,000 books a year? Nobody has the time. Nobody has the time. 3,000. He says he runs a 4.40. Lie. Yeah. You run a 3.8, bro. You're so fast. You're so much faster than you think, Katt. You're so much faster. No, but yeah, when he started talking about his life, I was like, this guy's crazy. This guy's nuts. Not crazy, but like this didn't happen exactly the way he's saying it. No, but what he was saying with business is anything about comedy is so true, because the amount of dicks that JC's had to take up his ass to be where he's at is wild. Dog, I have 50,000 followers on Instagram. Yeah. You should have seen what I did to get 10. Yeah. You got to see the ball gowns this guy's got in his closet that he has to wear around town. Make no mistake. I saw and I got wind that my ex started influencing, and I had to take a couple dicks in the ass to get more followers than her. It's just what it had to be. So just what it had to be. And anytime you see me walking with a limp, know a fucking glow up's coming. Yeah, absolutely. I also do want to say, I feel like I don't know if this is true because I'm not that deep in the game yet. I don't know how you feel about this, but I feel like, especially in Hollywood, it's always conflated that success comes with getting anally penetrated by another man. Yeah, for men. You know what I'm saying? Because men are so stupid, and you guys are in charge of most things, unfortunately. So it's everywhere and everything. Like, oh my God, if you want to, you gotta get a dick up your ass. Hey, not a bad deal. You know what I mean? It's not that bad. There's worse things you could do. Like, that's so guys, funny. That is because for men, it's like the worst thing. Yo, always. It's the worst thing. They would rather be like, oh, you have to sacrifice somebody. Yeah. Than be like, I gotta get something up my ass. It's like, grow up. It's also what year are we in? It's also crazy, and I feel like it's 2024 now. Every single prominent person that something comes to light on, where something get exposed of problematic past, the number one insult, and this is especially in minority communities for our idols and for black idols and for brown idols, the number one at the height of their accusations, no matter what those accusations are, is like, and he's gay. Yeah, and he was doing some gay shit. And he was doing, and that's when everybody's like, yo. Yeah, it's like all that, that shit with like, Diddy I was cool out. When you was beating the shit out of Cassie, but you was propositioning TD Jakes. Get out of here, bro. And that's like, that's the only thing about, and I'm not saying, I think
when Katt was speaking, I think it's obviously hyperbole, but
probably
it's
not.
always conflated with like, oh, Kevin Hart is successful because he takes dick in the ass.
Yeah.
And I refuse to take dick in the ass, so I'm not as successful as Kevin Hart. And I'm like, bro, we got to stop that whole analogy. When I get fucked in the, I'll let y'all know, because there's a lot of desperate people like me that want to know what to do to make it, and I'll let you know where a good dick is at.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But I feel like I don't like that metaphor.
Me either. It's so corny. It's so tired.
Yeah, it's also, I do believe that Katt Williams, first of all, he's extremely successful. Kevin Hart is the most successful comic of all time. Yeah. That's just a fact. Katt Williams is extremely successful. He's principled, and he has things that he will do, he won't do, and he's very strong about his vision for characters that he's pitched. Kevin Hart is from all accounts, from everything that we see, he's more flexible. He's more amicable. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have as many stipulations as Katt Williams says he has. So that doesn't make Kevin Hart gay or less funny. It just means in this specific medium, he's easier to work with. Yeah. Or for certain studios, he's easier to work with. That doesn't make Katt a bad actor. That doesn't make Katt unsuccessful. It just means Kevin is willing to do a different part of the business that Katt wasn't. And it doesn't make Katt bad. It doesn't make Kevin good. It's just different.
It's just different. It's just a different
and Katt is extremely comfortable with his success.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everything he has is within his realm. And Kevin Hart is happy with his success. And both of those things can be true and coexist. Nobody has to have bent over.
I'm so over it, and the whole like gay thing.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's 100%. Just so corny. I'm over it.
I agree. But to sum it up, I think Katt is spitting facts when he's talking about the business for the most part. I think there's a little hyperbole, but about his personal life, he's fucking wilding. But I love Katt Williams, top 10 for sure.
Okay, we have basically the same thing.
This is fun. I need y'all to keep fucking.
Yes. Okay, we have one from the incomparable, Mr. Jared Waters.
Oh, Jared Waters. We got to clap it up for Jared Waters, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out Turbo.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but the only button that JC knows where it is the clap.
Yeah, it's the yellow one.
Yeah. And Mr. Waters _ black man on a horse, and on his thing, as he would say. When is the proper time to introduce the significant other to the homies? This is just coming from a man who's just been married forever.
Yeah.
Just helping. This is strictly him trying to help us out. With
This is a great question, and it's the best question that we got. When is the right time to introduce, and we'll just make it gender neutral. When is the right time?
He said significant other to the homies.
Yeah. Well, homies, that can be, what doesn't matter. When is the right time to introduce the homies to your significant other? What do you think? I met your friends way after you met my friends.
Well, my friends are older and like don't go out.
Yeah, and that's what you told me. That's what you had me believe. I
would have introduced. Okay.
Yeah.
I would have introduced.
There's been a lot of talk in this relationship about how JC was a little bit toxic at the beginning.
I bet your friends. You were also coming to my god sister's parties like super early. Yeah. Around my family.
Yeah.
So
when do you think is the right time?
I think it depends on what it is, right? Yeah. So like I think like if you're out at a bar and people are there, it's different. Yeah. But if it's like, oh, me and my friends are having dinner.
Yeah, you come over.
Come with me.
Being intentional about it.
Or we're having brunch at a restaurant. Do you want to come as like, with me? That's different than being like, oh, my friend, like if we're out, my friends are out, you want to go meet them at the bar. That just feels like lower stakes.
Yeah, lower stakes. It's less pressure.
I think, So I think for me, if I was with somebody and it was like, we were exclusive, like just we were dating for like, I would say like maybe 4 months.
4 months.
3-4 months.
I think that's good. I also say everybody out there beware. More like, not specific, but ladies, I feel like more in general get this type of. Men will introduce you to their friends before they take you seriously. Like, that's not what I did, but that's a bit like they will do that, and that's a way to trick you into thinking that it's bigger than what it is. Like, they'll do that as a form of manipulation.
Yeah.
So beware of that, because we always say, if he doesn't introduce you to his friends, it's not real. And there's truth to that, but beware, because that could also be a fucking farce.
Yeah, it could.
You know what I'm saying?
It never happened to me, but.
No, didn't. It was serious.
No, not with you. I'm talking about with anybody.
Yeah, but that's the thing that I know because I've been the homies.
Yeah.
I have some friends that bring everybody around.
Yeah. My brother was one of those guys.
I have some friends that don't, but I have plenty of friends that I meet everybody.
Yeah.
And I don't care about any of you. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't make you a bad person, but just everything in perspective.
Yeah.
I would say the same. I think like 6 months is too long. Whenever it's exclusive. And you feel like you're definitely working towards being in a relationship with each other, or entertaining the thought, or on that path. But anything before that, like if you're the person who's looking to date and you feel like it's happening too fast, that's a red
too
flag.
fast.
That's definitely
too fast. Yeah,
because there's a red flags about being too open about who you hang out with. Like if you meet his mom right away, you don't think that's a red flag,
super
bro?
Crazy. Yeah,
exactly. That's a form of manipulation. We know guys that do that.
Yeah.
Come on, Cab Washington.
Baby.
He said it to me. If you're talking to Katt Washington and Katt tells you to come to Philly and meet his mom, Katt's trying to fuck, and he doesn't want you he wants you to. It's like he's trying to do a sleight of hand.
I think he will actually introduce you to his mother. And
he will.
Like he adds his mom into his game.
It's an insane thing to do.
It's really kind of insane.
But it's because it's not a smart thing. But I can see he's making a business decision. He's like, all right, I see that it looks important for women to meet your family. That looks like an important thing that women today care about, which is not a crazy thought. And so his solution to that situation is to be like, let me bring my mother into everything.
Oh, yeah. Let me manipulate these women.
Yeah.
It's a terrible thing.
It's a terrible thing, but it's not a bad strategy.
It's a terrible strategy. It's one of the worst.
No. It's not a bad strategy, but you got to play defense against it because it can catch you. It's caught a couple women slipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a terrible thing to do.
Yeah. And I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying it's a good strategy, like for the man who wants to fuck.
It is very off-putting. Yeah. Like for a normal person. Yeah. Because like I've been on dates with guys and they'll be like, oh my God, what are you doing this weekend? Like I'm supposed to be going like, random shit. I've been invited to so many things like after a first date. And I'm like, I would never go with you anywhere. Like I don't even want to see you again.
What's more off-putting? Being too quick to the family or being too late to the family?
I don't know. I've never had like a too late to the family
like
thing.
where you felt like, but I haven't met anybody yet and it's been this long. That or this is way too quick for me to be.
I think way too quick is a little off-putting.
Yeah, because you can't get past that.
Yeah, because it's just like, why were you so like? I used to take that as a compliment. Like I used to be like, oh, I'm the best.
Yeah,
and
you
it
want
has
to bring me home to mama.
Nothing to do with you.
No, it has everything
to do with the person. Like I used to, oh my God. Like and I would go on dates and be like, oh my God, like everyone's obsessed with me. Yeah. No. They're crazy as well. And if I probably would have pursued them, I would have realized that was all just, they were just love bombing.
Mm-hmm. That's when I call it like the tornado or whenever it feels like a whirlwind.
It is.
It is. And it's going to stop and it's going to be bad.
Literally.
Because whirlwinds, they suck things up. Yeah. And then they all come crashing
as we
down.
know, because we watched a TikTok about it yesterday.
Yeah, we did. We'd watch it. So we're just very informed people.
Yeah, just very, not about relationships. We just literally were watching whirlwinds. We were watching like fucking tornadoes.
We were on tornado talk.
But yeah, I used to think it's a compliment. And I think that some women get caught up in that. And so like when they hear like, oh, you want to introduce me to their mom, like, oh my God, I'm special. And it's like, no. Yeah. He's either insane or he's just trying to get puss.
Yeah, I feel that.
And it just it's very off-putting. It'll make me never speak to you again.
Yeah, you can't display your red flags. You gotta hide them a little bit. You know, it's got to be capture the flag. You got to find these shits. I'm not going to just show them to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Too much.
Don't tell on yourself. But also flip side, as a person who's been in a relationship where I never met my partner's parents.
I didn't even realize that.
You got to push a little bit. Dating for 2 years before meeting, that's a little bit much. Yeah. Doesn't matter what their religious background is. You deserve to meet the important people in your partner's life.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, that would be, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. That would be hard for me.
That was so wild. Now that I think about it, it really just played into me not having self-worth. I was like, good, I'm not ready to meet parents because they're gonna be ashamed of me anyway.
Yeah. That's a terrible feeling. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, but I'm up now.
Yeah.
Up now, and your family's cool as shit. Oh, your brother. You said your brother used to bring girls home like that.
Oh my God, and I feel so bad for them.
What would you do though? Would you play into it?
Like sometimes this is my brother's thing.
Go for it.
This is my brother's thing. He would always hang out with girls early, like tell them to meet him at like 10 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. And then he would be like, you know what? Come to my house. I'll make you coffee and pancakes. And they would come over.
He would invite him at 10 in the morning?
10 in the morning. And they would come.
Dog, this is... They
loved it. Well, also, you have to remember... No. Let me be clear.
Go.
Every girl my brother dated had children, so they would drop their kids off at school in the morning, and then they would come over. And for some reason, my brother had like a lock on like Lower East Side moms, and it would be like girls that didn't even live in the Lower East Side. There'd be girls from the Bronx, but their kids would go to school in the Lower East Side. My brother was like hanging out at PTA meetings.
The kid had a type. He had a type. Your brother wasn't a pedophile, but he's on the same servers.
My brother's hanging out.
Single kids without a father figure. He knows where they're at.
He's hanging out in parks looking for somebody who needs a husband. He's like, I could be the dad. I can't be the daddy, but I'll be the dad who stepped in.
That's very funny. One thing about your brother wasn't at Epstein's Island, but He was talking to the mothers of the daughters that were.
He's like, I can help you. We can get her back on track.
We can get her back on track. I know the cleaning lady. Yo, your brother and a pedophile being right next to each other at the same park, looking for opposite things, is the funniest thing I've ever thought about in my life.
It's actually hysterical.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh my God, yeah.
Shout out to your brother.
So my brother would make pancakes, and I would play into it because I would get pancakes made for me too. I'd wake up.
Oh my gosh! So you used it on the pancake heist. You got a cut. You got a cut of the cakes.
Absolutely, I would come in. I would wake up and they'd be there, and my brother would with the coconut coffee.
Yeah.
I hope Amanda doesn't listen to this. But he would do the coconut coffee thing, and they would be like, they're like, oh my God, it's such good coffee. He's like, I'm telling you. And then he would do like special like pancakes. He would do like
that's crazy.
Bacon in the pancakes or like so special pancakes, and they would love it.
Your brother was doing pancakes like Pimp My Ride. Yo, I heard you like pork, so I put bacon inside your flapjacks.
Yo, and it worked. These girls would be like open. So sprung, and then it would come to the point where my brother, because my brother would always like hang on and be like, all right, I'm gonna go take a shower, and then like the girls would just be in the house. My brother takes like an hour shower,
and that was your time,
and then it'd be my time, and they'd be like, oh my God, I like your brother so much. Like he's so different.
And you just got a face full of pancakes. Like, I never heard him talk about this like anybody before.
He's not been pancakes with anybody before. Yeah. And I just it would be crazy. But he would like really have people in like girls meeting my mom.
It's crazy.
Like my mom has met almost every girl I think my brother's ever
slept with.
Yeah,
that's
probably.
so funny. Your brother was running his own IHOP.
No,
International House of Puss.
No, my mom used to be like, Michael, refill the Bisquick at least.
That's the only time your mother ever tried to be stern with your brother because Italian mothers love their son so much. She's like, Michael, I'm all here for the fun and games, but if you don't put some flour back in the pot, I'm going to fucking lose it.
I want to wake up on Saturday. I want to make pancakes. I can't make pancakes in my own fucking house because you're feeding every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Every fucking $2 bill.
That's what she would, she would be pissed.
So funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, ladies, beware, man. You know what I mean? If the pancakes is sweet, shit ain't. You know what I'm saying?
You know how many girls I've had be like, it's not even just your brother, it's like the whole package. You guys are great. Because we'd all be there. My dad just loves company.
Your dad,
my dad just loves company, man.
Just a good guy, just a lonely kid.
He'd be like, who's here? Oh, good to see you. What do you eat, pancakes? He don't make them like me. And they're like, oh my God. Like, they loved it. None of them had dads.
One thing about your brother, he needs to career shift into middle management because he can fucking delegate. I'm going to have Samantha I'm going to have my dad lay the charm on. My mother's going to set the tone. And then Samantha's going to put the sweetness on top. It's going to be fucking.
And my brother, honestly, really great because he would always be like, oh, my sister does hair. And then I would just do their hair and make money.
Oh, this motherfucker.
This was a business. This was a family business. We were just conning people. There's going to be a documentary about my family.
Your brother is really.
Are they saints?
No. He should have been a drug dealer. Yeah, he's on it, dude.
But his drug of choice, puss.
Puss from a mother. He's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. So about after 4 months you can meet the friends.
When did I meet your friends?
You met my friends, I want to say I had to be 5 or 6 months in.
Yeah, but like it was a super weird meeting.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, this is Samantha. This is just like I was just like hanging out.
I know, but it was fun and I'm glad you met them. And I'm glad I'm with you.
I was at your 30th birthday and I didn't talk to any of your friends.
I'm sorry.
Victor.
He's a good guy.
Always good. Victor.
Victor's great. Victor. Shout out Victor. Rollins.
I don't think Rollin was there. Or maybe he was, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I know. It was
Adrian was there because he was dancing with my friend, with another.
Bleep
it.
It's not a big deal.
But yeah.
Yeah, we're having fun. We're having a good time. We are running a little long. We'll do one or two more.
We started a little late.
Yeah, and about half of it's gonna be bleeped out.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. But we'll do a couple more, then we'll get up out of here. And that'll be it for episode 29.
All right, so we have, I won't say who it is, just in case they want it private, but people only hitting you up for sex, not trying to get to know you. How did you guys handle it?
How did I handle it is that I used to be the one in charge of it.
You would just hit bitches up for sex? I can't even picture
I would never hit bitches up.
I want to punch you in the face.
So my thing, I would never hit anybody up for just sex. I would hit somebody up for a date, but it was at the end we would have sex, but we would go out, we'd eat, we'd drink, we'd catch up, and then we'd have sex. Have you ever hit somebody up and said like, hey, I'll be done with comedy shows at like midnight. No. I can come to your house afterwards? But what did we do when we came over? What did we do? We fucked. And what else did we do? Maybe you were just hitting me up. No, I was not. To fuck. No, I was not. No, I was not. Of course I was hitting you up and I wanted to fuck, but I would never be like, all right, I'm coming over, I'm hitting, and I'd never hit and leave.
No, of course he would sleep. And I'd make him breakfast in the morning. I'd make him fucking pancakes. Just trying to freeze my brother's
you're calling your brother for the recipe? Hey, all right, 2 cups of flour. No, the recipe on how to fucking trap a bitch.
He's like, does he have a kid? That was your first mistake.
That's good. I'm sorry if I'm sorry if I ever made you feel like that. I'm sure I did, but I felt like every time we got together it was always more than just sex.
Yeah.
You came home late the other night, and I knew you were gonna do it, and that's why I was treating you bad at the beginning.
Yeah, just the real story is we went on our first date on December 10th, and I didn't get another date until the fucking New Year.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a slow player. I used to, honestly, the way my life was,
no, we saw each other.
I know.
You just didn't take me on a date.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I know. I used to brush and dick like a fucking camel.
No, he would act like I'm
sorry.
Like I was a child, and he'd be like, only a little, only once a week.
Because I didn't want to go to.
There would be times that you would be like, I would be like, come over during the week. He's like, I can't. And then you would rather sleep on Max's couch than come sleep with me here.
What a mistake that was.
Crazy.
I was trying to talk to Max about my breakup, and he wouldn't stop talking about his dead mom.
He's like, oh, you're sad about that? How about this? Yeah. Here's my mother's ashes. Want to plant a tree?
Oh shit, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you gotta break a couple legs to make an omelet. I had to make a lot of mistakes to understand.
Yeah, I thought you said break a couple legs, and I was like, yeah, that's what I was gonna have done to you if you didn't fucking change up your story.
Yeah. Oh God.
Change up your act.
You're a funny kid.
Yeah.
You're really funny. I'm glad that we got to do this. I feel like. Do you want to leave on that one? That was a lot of fun.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Oh, but how do we handle it? Babe, we just are quiet about it. We hope for the best.
Yeah.
What I did was I'm like, hey, I literally was like, you were out with your friends mad late, and then you were supposed to come over, and then you were like, oh, hey, I'm still at my friend's house. And I was like, we were supposed to go out.
Oh shit!
And then I was like, okay, fine, you can come over, but you're absolutely taking me to brunch in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I made him take me to brunch.
Did we go to the Dudler?
No, it ended up snowing. It was like a snow day, and we went to get pho.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm so sorry, man. I really fucking like. I hear you remind me of the way that the beginning was for us, and I always feel terrible because I can't imagine doing that to you now.
Oh no, it's fine. Don't worry, I'm fine.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm totally fine. I don't think about it at all.
Yeah. You only think about it.
Yeah, I just brought the story up so we could just full circle this fucking podcast because you started talking shit about me at the beginning. I can't have that.
Yeah. But for me, like before Samantha, if anybody ever hit me up for just sex, I'd be like, oh,
thank God.
Oh, just sex.
Damn.
Well, I mean, shit, I guess. All right.
Was there anybody that you ever thought like strung you along?
No. Like emotionally?
Like anything, like was there anyone that you liked and you felt strung along?
Yes. I had a girl that I really was into in college, and we never hooked up. We made out once or twice, but we never had sex. We never got together, and like every time. Like, we were just really good friends, and people thought we should be together, but she always had a boyfriend. Then when the boyfriend got out the picture, I was like, oh, okay, it's my turn. But I slow played it way too much before I knew how to get ass.
Yeah.
And then, we'd always have our moments, but then, it never cultivate. Then she got a new boyfriend. But then if we were out while her boyfriend wasn't there, like, we would, like, dance and shit.
Yeah.
And I always felt like every time she saw me and her man wasn't there, she would, like, give me something to keep me around. You know what I'm saying? So, it was like that for years. I was like, and I had started to like have sex with other women, but I was like really into her, and we just never got together. And then one day I took her to a diner in Astoria, and I wrote down everything that I wanted to say, and I fucking like laid it out. I was like, I like you, blah 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 blah, and then she was like, oh, okay, cool. And then we never went out, and that was that. She got back with her ex a week later.
She said, okay, cool. Like, did she say that she felt the same?
She was like, no, I'm definitely open to something like that. And like, we'd have moments, but we never, no clarity. No, I didn't get the response from her that I was like, oh, I know we can go forward. You know what I'm saying? So I was still like, all right, I'm not going to press you because I'm a real one. I get ass now. I'm not going to be desperate. I do like you, but I'm not going to be desperate. And then, I'd take a week off. I wanted her to come to me, and then it just never happened.
Look at her passing up my baby. You fucking
dumb whore. Stupid fucking bitch.
I got news for you. You missed out, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's a bitch.
He only had to take 2 dicks to get these followers. Great deal.
Yeah. If you would have played your cards right, you could have been pegging him every night. But now that's my job.
Yeah. And you're the only one that ever will.
Yeah. Just peg it.
That doesn't happen. I just want everybody to know that.
Or does it? Yeah.
And I think on that we're gonna call it a podcast.
Yeah.
Honestly, we said we'd save the drunk episode for the next one. Samantha's lit.
I'm
no
absolutely
mistake.
lit.
And it's been really hard for me to keep this in, but she's high as a kite. And now you all know it. And now everything is funny for me. But ladies and gentlemen, that was episode 29 of Soft Launch Podcast. Thank y'all so much for listening. Remember, January 20th
at 5 p.m. The Stand. Soft Launch live show. Be there or be squared. Don't know what that means.
Pull up. But shout out to all our listeners. Remember, if you like the podcast, subscribe, leave a comment, share a reel.
Oh, and shout out to Lisette Torres. I've known her for years, and she, we were I think her third most listened to podcast on her Spotify Wrapped. So hopefully we got this far. I've been meaning to shout you out. I'm just the worst. Yeah. But shout out to you. I've known you like my whole life, and I had no idea you were even listening.
Shout out Lisette and shout out all y'all. Thank y'all so much for listening. I've been Jason Mendoza.
I'm Samantha Santos.
And we out.